And a massive storm followed by rain hit Delhi and Noida this evening, disrupting traffic and leading to waterlogging and power cuts in several areas. Hoardings fell and trees were uprooted in many localities, with some areas reporting wind speeds of up to 79 kilometers per hour. Airlines also issued advisories saying the change in weather might impact flight operations. Even as the pre-monsoon showers came as a relief to people in the searing heat, many trees and hoardings in the national capital toppled due to the storm. Let me now go across live to my colleague Tapas Bhattacharya. Tapas, what can you tell us about this sort of a storm that a large part of the NCR has witnessed? How widespread is it, and is it really pre-monsoon, or is it something quite unusual?
Well, first, this is not pre-monsoon. In fact, you could say that for Kerala, which is currently experiencing a lot of rainfall activity. In the 3 to 4 days, Kerala will get the monsoon. But for Delhi, this is particularly the situation is because there is a western disturbance and there is the easterly wind that is coming together, and the trough that is because of the combined effort of these two systems, there's a trough that is getting there in the Delhi NCR region, which is actually leading to such a massive rainfall activity, as well as the gusty wind that went almost to almost 75 km per hour in some places. Just to put it in perspective, at around 7:30 p.m. In Palam area, the temperature was close to 37 degrees Celsius. By 8:30, same place, the temperature fall to almost 23 degrees Celsius. So there is a fall of almost 14 degrees Celsius in a matter of 1 hour with this the sudden rainfall activity. And we've been told that this is a scenario with almost all the session. Almost 8 to 13 degree fall has been observed in most places. In the morning, in fact, when we saw in the evening also, the maximum temperature was hovering somewhere in the region of 40 degrees Celsius in most places of the state. So that is one part. What I can tell you now, Gautam, is that the cloud mass that actually resulted in such a huge lightning, the thunder showers, the rainfall activity, as well as hailstorm in some parts of the city. The cloud mass is actually now started to move away to southeastwards towards most part of Delhi. In fact, except for the southern part and the eastern periphery, it is now moving towards Gurugram, where you are staying. So you expect another massive rainfall activity, as well as the wind activity over Gurugram, and also Faridabad and parts of Noida, and it is expected to have a major intense activity because of that. So this is the current scenario. In the morning also, I spoke about the fact that IMD has given a yellow alert for Delhi NCR region. We expect a lot of cloud cover, as well as the gusty wind, almost 30 to 40 km per hour, but it has actually gone beyond 30 to 40 km. It has actually touched almost 70 km per hour. In fact, places like Palam and Safdarjung has reported close to 70 km per hour mark, which is a record for these two stations also.
Okay, well, I'm thankful. I'm not. I don't do too well in the heat, Tapas, so I'm thankful for the pleasant weather, and I hope it stays for a couple of more days. But I'm also concerned about whether this could have any impact on the arrival of the monsoon, particularly in North India, because there is a concern there in terms of how little rain this part of the country has seen in the last few months compared to the usual scene.
Yeah, well, so let's just start with the fact that generally, if you take a close look at the southwest monsoon and its relationship with the northwest part of the country, Delhi, NCR, Haryana, for that matter, Rajasthan, you will see that the monsoon hardly makes an impact. It has, I mean, I'm not saying that there is not much of an impact. It does have an impact, but it is not as prominent or pronounced as that probably, let's say, some of the down south region, for instance, Kerala, Karnataka, and other parts of the area. That's not the case, because by the time monsoon comes to the northwest part of the country, its intensity get lost with the due course of time. So that is what. Most importantly, Delhi gets its due course of rainfall, wind, and everything because of the sustained western disturbance that originated from Iran and all the way comes towards the Himalayan region, where Himalayas actually control the whole both monsoon as well as this northwest western disturbance. So this is one of the reasons why you will find that we have more western disturbance, more occurrence of western disturbance. So if you have more western disturbance coming in the northwest part of the country, it automatically cools down the temperature. But if there is a delay or there is a gap of a lot of western disturbance, the temperature, the humidity increase manifold. So that's one of the reasons why you will find that in the last week or two, you had a lot of heat wave. You had a lot of temperature rising. But back to back western disturbance has actually cooled it down. So, but there is another flip side. The humidity has increased a lot. In fact, 40 to 50% of humidity is currently there. And we just got a message from the IMD that says there will be light to moderate rainfall activity that is going to take place with almost 30 to 50 kilometer gusty winds over NCR. That is Hindon, Ghaziabad, Indrapuram, Noida, Greater Noida, Faridabad, Saranpur, and other places, and also dust storm and almost 40 to 70 kilometer per hour mark. We are expecting in the other places of NCR, for instance, Vallabhgarh, Sikandarpur, Khurja. These are the places.
So it's understandable that this will have a disruptive impact on people traveling as well, be it by air or by other means. So it'll be best for them to check, if they're taking flights or trains or even buses for that matter.
So there are 10 flights have been diverted from Delhi airport as we speak right now, Gautam.
All right. Thanks a lot for joining us, Tapas. And I do hope that this tempestuous weather has not hit the mango orchards down in the east of the country, because that would be quite a bummer. Thanks.